And thank you for tuning into the Playeressence podcast. Once again, my name is Furious Francis. I am here with just the man, the legend, the myth, the hero.
What's up, man?
How's it going? A-Train is doing a lot of homework this week, so he's not here, but that's okay. We still got a great episode for you because there is all sorts of news, and we are going to get right into it. Nintendo had their Nintendo Direct conference today, which was at 7 o'clock in the morning, so we all had to wake up for that one. But it was actually very entertaining. There was a ton of different content on there. We're just going to go ahead and run down the content, and we can talk about it a little bit. Paper Mario Sticker Star coming out this year, of course. Got a lot of cool details on that. We also have, it's also going to be an eShop release, so that's cool. So you can get it on your digitally, or you can get it in the stores. Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask, I'm not sure if you heard about that. Puzzle game, a lot of people really like it. New puzzles, 365 puzzles, downloadable for free, so one a day for a whole year. That's pretty awesome. They have some other like Crosswords Plus, Art Academy lessons for everybody. Just a ton of different games here. New Style Savvy, Trendsetters. You looking forward to that one?
I don't even know what that is.
Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. What would Style Savvy Trendsetters sound like to you?
Don't make me answer that. Don't make me answer that.
Alright. So then, new Super Mario Bros. 2 getting some new mushroom packs for downloadable content. Gold mushroom pack, challenge packs. All good in the hood there. Of course, like we already mentioned before, Super Mario 3D Land, Legend of Zelda, Star Fox 64, Mario Kart 7, all going to be downloadable. Crash Mo, the sequel to Push Mo, really cool game. A lot of people really like it. Has a really high score on Metacritic. That is also coming. Fluidity Spin Cycle. That's the sequel to the WiiWare title that a lot of people really liked. Liberation Maiden, which is, I'm really interested in that. That's made by Suda51. He is the guy who created No More Heroes and Shadow of the Damned on the Xbox 360. So that's cool. I'm looking at getting to that. And that's the first game in the 3-part. They also have another game called Crimson Shroud that looks pretty cool. And Night Sky that also looks cool. There's some other downloadable games, Ika-chan and other things like that, smaller ones that are coming that look pretty cool. So check out all that. Check out the recap that we have on there. So that's where I'm getting this straight from. 20 bonus levels of Mutant Muds. Fire Emblem. That's the big one.
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem, the main character's name is Chrome. I think that's his name. It's classic Fire Emblem, but the twist on this is like they've had this relationship thing where like you can build relationships, but now that you can actually get married and
support conversations.
Yeah, support. They've had those before in previous ones, but now you can get married to that character. They'll actually defend you. Like if you're about to get hit, like if you're next to them, you want to pair them up so then they'll defend you, like automatic blocking.
Well, yeah, well that's kind of like the support
enhancements.
system.
Yeah, but it looks like they're going to go take it a little bit step further there. I know you have some good thoughts on Fire Emblem, so you want to just go ahead and say what you're expecting out of this new game, and
as long as they don't, you see, every Fire Emblem I've ever played, they've been not really the same game, same style of play, but different story and all that. And I've loved every Fire Emblem I've ever played, and I've played pretty much all of them. I've downloaded them in Japanese on my computer, the ones that you can't get in the U.S. and you know, and I couldn't read anything, but I figured it out and played it.
That's crazy too, because a Fire Emblem game. Well, no, because really you just kind of go from. It's not like it's open world.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
you go from mission to mission. So it's one of those games where you can just figure out just by trial and error. You know, which Fire Emblem's already trial and error in English, so it doesn't matter if you're playing in Japanese or not. You gotta, you know.
No, yeah, I loved every Fire Emblem game. I loved the ones with the GameCube, the Game Boy.
They're hardcore too. That's.
You can make them hard. I mean.
Well, yeah, like because if your character dies, they're gone. You have to restart the mission if you want that character to survive. So I mean, that's a lot of games. They'll just say, okay, your character comes back. Well, no, not in Fire Emblem. You know.
Yeah, once they're gone, they're gone.
So that's definitely hardcore.
Yeah, it's not. It's like Ivan Dragov. If he dies, he dies. There ain't no coming back.
Yeah, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Rocky.
Oh, okay.
Rocky 3 or Rocky 4?
That's Drago?
I
break you?
I must break you.
I must break you.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about there. Yeah, I break you. Yeah, that guy.
You will lose. That's all he says. You will lose.
Okay, so
Fire Emblem, great series.
Definitely looking forward to Fire Emblem. The graphics also look pretty freaking good for portable title. You know, and here's the thing. So we got Animal Crossing New. That's the name. It's Animal Crossing New Leaf. That's the name for the Animal Crossing fans. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Animal Crossing, but a lot of people really like Animal Crossing. You just do stuff. You fish, you go swimming, you pick cherries, you build your house, you collect things. It's like the
I heard it's like just an endless life.
It's an endless game. It's an endless game that you can just keep playing and keep playing and keep playing and keep playing. But the thing is, it's just very, in my opinion, it's just boring.
Yeah, no, I don't. If I play a game, I'm not going fishing.
Yeah.
Unless it's like Zelda or something, I'm gonna get like a heart container or something at the end of it.
Exactly. And to finish it off, Adventure Time. Have you guys ever watched that show? Adventure Time? It is funny. But anyway, there's a new Adventure Time game, which is sure to be a hit, like with, kids around 11, 12, because that show's it's doing really good as far as, ratings wise. A lot of kids really like it. Adventure Time, Scribblenauts Unlimited, Paper Mario Sticker Star, all those, like we said, are on the eShop, so you can download those straight to your system. And we are back. The next game we're going to be talking about is Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge for the Wii U.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, man.
Here we go.
Nintendo has detailed quite an extensive list.
No, you just gotta say Ninja Gaiden and you already know you're in for it. It's like saying Castlevania. There is no such thing as an easy Castlevania.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden. Nintendo has brought back Ninja Gaiden because Ninja Gaiden 3 was not hard. It was not what fans were expecting. It was not the brutal, type of game
Are you
that
talking
fans
about Ninja
wanted.
Gaiden 3 on the NES or the...
No, Ninja Gaiden 3 on the Xbox 360 and PS3. This is Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. I wouldn't even call it an enhanced port. I would call it like an overhaul. They have just brought about a ton of changes. So if you haven't heard, we will run down those changes for you in Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. The first change is Aine. That's the girl. She just appeared in like one of the cutscenes or whatever. She is actually a playable character with her own, you can play through the whole game with her.
Yeah.
She only appeared in one previously, like we said, but now you can play through as her. The character progression system, the karma points from the previous games, is back. They stripped that from the 360 and PS3 version. That is back during the game. You get essence. You can unlock new weapons.
New attacks.
Exactly, new attacks. They took that out, so they brought that back. They also have a new. This is probably the biggest one. Is the online co-op mode with Ryu and Aine, so you can play through. Like they had a Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 on the PS3. There was a co-op mode, but I think this one's going to be a little bit different. There's going to be like single player missions. It's not just like a challenge mode where you're like in an arena, like a horde mode.
Yeah, no.
It's actually going to be
play through the game.
Missions. Yeah, like separate missions for these two, if I'm not correct.
Well, almost like Gears 3 almost, where when your team splits up, one group goes this way and they have to fight these creatures, whatever, the other group goes this way.
It could
kind of like that almost.
Kind of. I think there's going to be separate missions that are just for those two, like separate missions that are just for them. It might just be like the challenge arena. I'm not exactly sure, but they do have the online co-op in there. They have the Test of Valor battle arenas. And each character or each chapter includes a hidden battle arena called the Test of Valor. Upon finding hidden crystal skulls, players will be transported to these areas to face down waves of enemies, so like a horde mode, like classic Ninja. And there'll also be classic Ninja Gaiden bosses in there. So that's going to be. I wonder where they're going to pull from what Ninja Gaiden is, because there's a ton of Ninja Gaiden games to pull from. A couple of the other ones are, we have the Wii U gamepad functionality. Using the Wii U gamepad, players can easily change weapons or Nimpo attacks, can also quickly reference the button inputs required for various combo attacks without ever stopping the action. We're going to get back to that because that's something I want to talk about. Additional playable characters. After the launch of the game, additional playable characters will become available as free downloadable content. More information about these characters will be revealed at a later time. The enemies are more tenacious. The Wii U version of the game restores enemies' ability to fight when severely wounded. So that's what they had in Ninja Gaiden 2, requiring players to stay nimble and with their battle strategies. So this is all stuff, basically that runs down pretty much all of it there. That's all stuff that's going to be added to the game that Nintendo's helping them add.
And all that honestly sounds like that's going to be one hell of a game.
Yeah, it's going to be one. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy it at launch. It's taking me, I was like, I don't know. I know there's going to be improvements, but...
Just you can look at the gamepad to view your combo attacks without that. I mean, just that, or that in fighting games in general, especially games like, say, Tekken or Soul Calibur, where there's a big button input that you have to... I'm not gonna lie, it gets frustrating where you pause the game, you go to your attack list to go, okay, in order to do this you gotta press this, and up, down, left, whatever, and then you try once, like, did I press it right? And then you're going back and there's No, it's like, you know what? If I want to practice using this combo, okay, I'm going to just push it right there and it's going to be there the whole time.
There's other games that do this. Dead or Alive Dimensions on the 3DS was perfect for that. I remember playing that game and I was just like, oh, the combos are right there. Now I don't have to memorize a gazillion different combos, especially in those type of games like fighting games. And in Ninja Gaiden, where every single weapon has its own combo thing, nobody is going to remember all of Ninja Gaiden's combos. You're gonna remember a few of them that work, and then the rest of them you're just gonna be like, oh well, you know what I'm saying? But now with the gamepad being able to quickly swap, or maybe even be able to set presets favorites as which ones that you want, and have those there, switch tempo quickly, do all that stuff on there, you know. That's
without having to stop.
There's also word that Nintendo's publishing Monster Hunter, which is also another hardcore game. Monster in Europe, they're publishing it, so it's basically first party, but they're publishing it. Nintendo is really aiming to bring back the core gamers. You know, do you get that vibe from that, or you know, just from some of the games? I mean, Ninja Gaiden, they didn't have to do this.
Oh no,
they could have just said, "We'll sell New Super Mario Bros." That game sold, 50 million copies. That franchise has sold. They don't have to do this. Like for Ninja Gaiden 3, that game wasn't a big deal on the Xbox. So I mean, they're obviously looking to, make some noise, for the core gamers.
Well, I think they're trying to make some noise for the core gamers, and they're per se knocking on the doors of Sony and Microsoft and go, okay, we're gonna give you Ninja Gaiden on the Wii U. What are you gonna respond with?
I definitely agree.
We have quick references on a gamepad. How are you gonna put quick references with the stupid controller or whatever?
PlayStation Vita, dude.
Oh my god.
PlayStation Vita it can do everything the Wii U can do. Just no games using it. I know. There's one, Little Big Planet, that nobody has. You gotta have both copies of the game. But anyway, hey, Little Big Planet. No, I agree definitely. So yeah, definitely it's Microsoft's and Sony's turn to counterattack here.
Well, that's where this is. Ninja Gaiden to Nintendo was basically how, I know we talked about this a few podcasts ago. Nintendo said we can actually compete with the PS4 and the 720 and all that. Games like Ninja Gaiden are the games they're gonna need to compete. Sales wise,
that big backlog of games. By the time the PS4 hits, they're gonna have all of these games out there, and people are just gonna be. Why do I
want to buy a PS4 for $400 when I've already got Ninja Gaiden? I've got Mario Brothers. I've got Mario Galaxy.
Maybe Zelda.
And maybe another Zelda. Who knows?
Metroid.
We got Fire Emblem. We've got all these other games. Why do I want to spend $400 or $500 on a 720 and a PS4 just to get another Call of Duty? Not that I'm dissing Call of Duty, but
You're the last person that I think this Call of Duty. But I see what you're saying. I mean, it's definitely true, but Nintendo is definitely positioning themselves.
They're ready. They're preparing themselves. Like, you know what? We're gonna throw out a very good console. We're gonna throw out a very good library to go with it. All right, Microsoft. All right, Sony. The ball's in your court now. What you got?
It'll be interesting to watch. All right, and we are back here, and we're going to be talking about the in-game engine Halo 4 trailer. I'm not sure how old this is or how new it is. I just saw it and I posted it on my site. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. But basically the whole tagline behind this got a lot of traction on N4G, where it came from. The guy was saying that can graphics get much better than this? He feels that the graphics in Halo 4 are already top-notch, and that next generation, with budgets going up, with developers having to spend multi-millions of dollars, like not everybody has the endless budget, to make graphics this good on the decade-old Xbox 360. So he's basically saying, next generation, are we going to actually see graphics that surpass that? Which kind of goes back to my article that I was saying about the Unreal Engine 4 and about them kind of hitting the gap, hitting the ceiling. So what do you think on that? You saw the Halo 4 trailer. First of all, what are your thoughts on the Halo 4 trailer? Did it look awesome?
Good. It looks very, very good. It looks better than Halo 3.
It looks better than Halo Reach.
Yeah. Too. Looks better than every Halo before it, obviously.
Yeah.
Just put that in a nutshell. But yeah, it looks very, very good. I mean, I'll probably end up buying it. I'll probably end up playing and never playing the multiplayer, but I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, definitely. And
especially I play it for the online co-op. The story.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's always fun.
That is pretty cool. I remember playing some of the online co-op. Oh, and if you are gonna buy Halo 4, check it out on my site. I have the Amazon links right there, so if you want to get a discount through Amazon, $10 credit. So if you want to get Halo 4, go ahead and check that out on my site. It's right there to the side on the sidebar. Shipped to your house, of course, free shipping, all that good stuff. But I agree. The Halo 4 trailer actually looks really good, and so many of my friends are gonna get it. I'm gonna have